Students, welcome back to JCE eConnect. In this lecture series, we are going to revise our course on Internet of Things technologies. So let's start with module 1, and in this lecture, we are going to discuss about genesis of IoT, IoT and digitization, IoT impact, convergence of IT and OT, and IoT challenges. So what is an IoT? So the basic premise and goal of IoT is to connect the unconnected. So basically what all things or the objects are around us which are not connected to an intelligent network or an internet, we are going to going to connect them to a internet. So that is the goal of IoT. So IoT is a technology transition in which devices will allow us to sense and control the physical world by making objects smarter and connecting them through an intelligent network. Okay. Genesis of IoT. The age of IoT is often said to have started between the years 2008 and 2009. During this time period, the number of devices connected to the internet eclipsed the world's population. Means the number of devices connected to the internet was more than the world population. With more things connected to the internet than the people in the world, a new age was upon us and the Internet of Things was born. The person credited with the creation of the term Internet of Things is Kevin Ashton. The evolution of Internet can be categorized into four phases. Each of these phases has had a profound impact on our society and our lives. Now here you can observe on the x-axis we have intelligent connections which are growing as per the time, okay, as per the phases, and on the y-axis we have businesses and social impact. Okay, so the first phase is connectivity, nothing but digitized access. So in this phase connected connected people to email, web service and search so that information is easily accessed. So initially we will be able to email to each other, we were able to browse and search on the internet. Okay, then the next phase is network economy, that is digitized business. So in this we have e-commerce, digital supply chain. So basically this phase enabled e-commerce and supply chain enhancement along with collaborative engagement to drive increased efficiency in business processes. So like online shopping and all that modes came into the picture in the second phase. Okay, then in the third phase we have immersive experience, that is digitized interactions, social mobility, cloud, videos like social media. We have lots of app we have for sending messages and all, right? So that is social media we are having. Okay, then even video cloud, so we are streaming the videos from remote places, right? So that is what we have in immersive experiences, which is a third phase, right? So we have like Netflix, Prime, or we have the social medias like Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. So all this is nothing but digitized interactions. Okay, so the platform is there. Then the fourth phase is Internet of Things. So here we are like now digitize the world. So this phase is adding connectivity to objects and machines in the world around us to enable new services and experiences. So it is connecting people, connecting processes, data, and things together. Okay, it is connecting the unconnected, connecting the unconnected. The next is IoT and digitization. Now, IoT and digitization are terms that are often used interchangeably. In most contexts, this duality is fine, but there are key differences to be aware of. Okay, so at a high level, IoT focuses on connecting the things such as objects and machines to a computer network such as the internet, where digitization encompasses the connection of things with the data they generate and the business insight that results. Okay, so basically digitization means it rely on the data whatever the things are collecting. Okay, now let's have an example like a Wi-Fi device in a mall detecting customers. Like if you are in a mall and you are connected to the particular Wi-Fi device, your mobile is connected to that Wi-Fi device. Okay, so that is now detecting the customers, displaying the offers based on spends. Mall is segregated, changes the location of product display and advertising. So based on the data that particular device is collecting from the customers. Okay, so based on that data, now this particular sellers can arrange the product and which person has spent more time in which area. Based on that, they can display the particular that advertisement to that particular mobile, that user's mobile and all. Okay, so these things can be done. That is what we are saying as the digitization. So based on that data, they are analyzing that data and according to that they are acting. Then basically this digitization, it is the conversion of information into a digital format. Conversion of information into a digital format. Now let's have more example about digitization. So the first is digital camera. So initially, like a few years back, so there was no digital cameras. So the people need to use like the camera rolls. So in that limited number of pictures can be captured or clicked, and then we need to watch that roll, and then the hard copies will be generated. So but now we have digital cameras where lots of images we can capture, and that can be stored in memory card that is in the digital format, right? So digitization of photography changes the experience of capturing the images. Okay, then we have video rental industry and transportation. So previously, like many years back, we need to buy a particular CD or DVDs, or we need to rent that particular CDs or DVDs to watch the movies and all. Okay, so with the digitization, now everyone is streaming the video content or purchasing the movies as a downloadable files, right? So because of the digitization, now we have like Netflix, Prime and all, so where we are streaming the movies, okay, online. So that is digitization. And in transportation, like on our fingertips now we can book the taxis, Ola, Uber. Okay, then home automation. So the popular example for this is Google Nest. So sensors determine all climate and connect to other smart objects like smoke alarm, video cameras, and various third-party devices. Okay, so that is what we can say that digitization. Now let's see what IoT impact. So about 14 billion or just 0.06% of things are connected to the internet in 2017. Okay, so only 0.06%. A Cisco system predicts that by 2020 this number will reach to 50 billion. A UK government reports a spectacular uh, UK government reports speculates that this number could be even higher, in the range of 100 billion objects connected. So Cisco further estimated that this new connections will lead to a $19 trillion in profit and cost saving. So basically Cisco has predicted in 2020 that the number of things connected to an internet will be reached to 50 billions. So like around right now it will be around 40 billions we have, and it is growing very faster. So managing and monitoring smart objects using real-time connectivity enables a whole new level of data-driven decision making. So whatever the sensors, whatever that particular things are giving us the information, giving us that particular information, and based on that particular information in the real time we will be able to take some decisions and all. So that is giving a new level of data-driven decision making. This in turn result in optimization of system and process, and deliver new services that save time for both people and businesses while improving the overall quality of life. So basically it is making so many things easier for us, and it is increasing the quality of life. So here we can see that on the x-axis is the year, and the y-axis we have number of devices connected, which is in billions. So we can see that in 2008 the number of devices connected was almost same as the population, which was 6.7 billion. Okay, but now in 2020 the world population is around 7.83 billion, but the number of devices connected to an internet are around 50 billions. So here you can see that things per person connected are far greater, like because we have a population which is 7.83, but the number of devices connected are 50 billion. So you can calculate, like for one person how much devices are connected to an internet. Like take an example of ours only, like our mobile is connected to an internet, our laptop is connected, if we have a tablet that is also connected. Nowadays our television is also connected to an internet, our smart wristwatches are connected to an internet, right? So everything that, even in this, if we are having a smart cars and all that, are also connected to an internet. So one person is having almost like 5 to 10 things which are connected to an internet. Okay, so following are some examples of the benefits of IoT and their impacts. So the first one is connected roadways. IoT is going to allow self-driving vehicles to better interact with the transportation system around them through bidirectional data exchange, while also providing important data to the riders. So we have an example of Google self-driving cars. Okay, or nowadays many cars are coming which are with the basic sensors are already inside it. So they monitor like oil pressure, tire pressure, temperature, and other operating conditions, and provide the data around the core car functions. Okay, so because of this connected roadways and smart or self-driven cars, so most connected roadway solutions focus on resolving today's transportation challenges. These challenges can be classified into like safety, security, or mobility and environment. So that is about like a connected roadways. Then the next one is connected factories. So in the factories, what we have seen, like the 4 industrial revolution we have seen. In the first industrial revolution, the mechanical assistance was there in late 18th century. So basic machines powered by water and steam are the part of production facilities. But in the second industrial revolution, the mass production used to happen, where the division of labor and electricity leads a mass production facilities. Then we come to an industry 3.0, where electronics and control was used in the industries. So the production is automated further by electronics and IT. Okay, after that, now we are at industry 4.0, where IoT integration is coming into the picture in connected factories. So we are using sensors with new level of interconnectivity, okay, in the factories. So that's why we are saying it is connected factories. So where we can say that directly machine is talking with the people. Okay, so whatever the machine is there, whatever the data, that is sending directly to a person's mobile phone, so we can access that particular machine through a phone. Okay, that is what we are saying, like connected factories. Then we have smart connected buildings. So like like big apartments we are having, so in that we have many smart things we are having, like we can say that smart lighting control we are having. Okay, energy management we are having, building management we are having CCTV cameras in that particular buildings. Okay, we are having sensors for light controls and all. Okay, so that is nothing but smart connecting buildings because of the IoT we are getting now. And then smart creatures. So because of the IoT, we can create smart creatures which can, like detection of bomb, or detecting the survivals after the disaster. For that purpose, so we can have different smart creatures which can be operated remotely. Okay, so that is about all about the IoT impact. Then we have convergence of IT and OT. So basically the IT support, that IT means information technology, it supports connections to the internet along with related data and technology systems, and is focused on secure flow of data across an organization. Okay, where OT monitors and control devices and processes on a physical operational system. Okay, so operational technology monitors and controls the devices and processes on a physical operational system. So let's see what is the difference between the IT and OT networks and their various challenges. So based on the criteria, we are going to discuss about the industrial OT network and enterprise IT network. So the first one is operational focus. So in industrial OT networks, operational focus is on business operating. Okay, 24/7 on business operating. But in enterprise IT network, manages the computers, data and employee communication system in a secure way. So the operational focus is managing the computers, the data and the employee communication in a secure way. Then priorities. So in OT network, the first priority is availability, then integrity and then security. But in IT network, the first priority is security of data. Okay, then integrity and then availability. The type of data. In the OT networks, we have monitoring, control and supervisory data. Okay, as we said, OT is basically about monitoring and control. So here the data what we will be having is because of monitoring, control and supervisory data. But in IT networks, we have voice, video, transactional and bulk data. Then security. So controlled physical access to devices in OT network. And in IT network, devices and users authenticated to the network. So like a password based and authentication will be there in the IT network. Implication of failure. OT network disruption directly impact the businesses. In IT network, can be business impacting depending on the industry, but workaround may be possible in IT network. Network and upgrades. So only during operational maintenance window, in that OT networks can be upgraded. But IT network often they require the software or the hardware update that can be done when the workers are not on site. Impact can be mitigated. Security. So here security vulnerability is low in industrial OT network and it is high in enterprise IT network. So that is all about the convergence of IT and OT. Then let's discuss about the IoT challenges. So the first one is scale. So as we discussed that nowadays the number of devices connected to an internet, the things are connected to an internet are far greater than the population. Okay, and it is increasing rapidly. So the scale, the number of devices connected to an internet, monitoring that will be a challenge. So while a scale of IT network can be large, a scale of OT can be several order of magnitude larger. For example, okay. So basically this scale is a big challenge as the number of things are increasing. Then the next is security. With more things becoming connected with other things and people, security is an complex issue for IoT. Okay, your threat surface is now greatly expanded, and if a device get hacked, its connectivity is a major concern. Okay, so as we said that these things or the sensors, whatever they're connected and collecting our data, so the data is openly like available on that particular network, so security is more important. That is also a challenge. Then privacy. As the sensor become more prolific in our everyday life, much of the data they gather will be specific to individual and their activities. This data can range from health information to the shopping pattern and transaction and all. So again, privacy will be an issue because this data is available, and this data has the different organization are now discussing about who owns this data and all. So again the privacy is a challenge. Then big data and data analytics. So as we know that so many devices are connected to an internet, so many sensors and all, and they are triggering, so they are collecting so much of data. So this whole this we are calling as a big data. So holding this data, analyzing this data, so again this will be a bigger challenge. Then interoperability. As with any other nascent technology, various protocols and architecture are jockeying for market share and standardization within IoT. So interoperability means like that like different protocols or standard or architecture one need to follow. So if we are using many technologies together, the interoperability, the architecture and technologies has to be there, then only these things can communicate smoothly with each other. Okay, so this interoperability is again a big challenge. So these all are the IoT challenges. So what kind of questions can be asked on the topics what we have discussed in this particular lecture are: what is IoT, and explain the details on genesis of IoT. Okay, then write a note on IoT impact on real world. So in this you can write about what is the impact, and shortly in short you can discuss about all the things what we have discussed about connected roadways, connected factories, smart creatures, smart buildings. Okay, in short you can discuss about that. Then discuss IoT challenges. So all that what just now we have said, all this scale. Okay, so all these challenges scale, security, privacy, big data, all this you have to discuss in more detail. Then the next question is list and explain some of the differences between IT and OT networks and their various challenges. Okay, so these are the basic mostly asked questions on this particular topics. Okay, so let's